is up, y'all? It is me, Tasha C, and welcome to the Tasha C Show podcast. Shout out to my YouTube fam and my podcast fam who supported me, whether it's been 1, 2, 3, 4 shows, hugs and loves, okay? And hugs and loves to the people who will be listening or in or watching my videos. Shameless plug, if you haven't already, if you would like to, with my YouTube channel, if you're listening on a podcast platform, my channel's name is tashactv. Don't forget the TV part, because I will not show up, or if I do, you seldomly see me. I will come up early in the searches if you put tashactv, okay? Alright then, and also let y'all know, I always gotta tell this for the new folks, this is another bonus podcast, day 15 of my 366.5 video journey, which is just a YouTube series I decided to just make for myself for 1 year, starting my birthday last year, and plan on being my last episode this year, which is not, it could be anything from a video showing my face, to doing what I'm doing now, which majority is so easy to do podcasts with the speaker creator app, which I use, which is, like I said, phenomenal, like if you just want to make podcasts. And like I said, due to the fact that I'm using this app, y'all may hear clicks, you may hear certain noises, notifications, like sounds and stuff, or if I'm going to internet or say the gram to get information, you may hear clicks, but that's coming from my side. And in some random case, I need to add this too, in rare cases, because we still have, I know this sounds rare as hell, to have landline phones, but I have a couple of them in my room. Literally. So y'all may hear, in rare cases, actually, because, it's the one that says the call and the name. So y'all may hear that too in rare cases, or unless it's a phone call and a text as well. But I may pause and come back, because we also have that feature on here. So anyways, y'all, it is 1:12 p.m., January 30th, 2020, Thursday. Okay, like I said, it was here already, I was talking about it. Now, here's the thing, y'all. I actually gave y'all, if y'all listen, and if y'all feel like it, there's 2 podcasts yesterday, 2 videos, 2 bonus videos. That's the second time in a row. Well, the first time I did that, when I started having part 2, it wasn't as long. It was like 10 minutes or something, because that was my fault for not, paying attention to the timing. Only at 3 minutes, and reading that article was like, that I did was over 5-something minutes. So the reality is I got 45 minutes as far as right now. That's what I got, was 45 minutes worth of time, okay? And I tried to stretch it out. I'll be trying to talk during there sometimes like over at least an hour and something, but I only got the 45-hour slot at the moment. So anyway, y'all, yesterday, here's why y'all got 2 full ones, almost 2-hour podcasts yesterday, and I'm leaving them both up, even on YouTube. Now, yesterday, y'all, when I already had pre-recorded the day before my podcast, my podcast / my video for the day that was going to upload as well. Same thing. So anyways, y'all, I had noticed it was 30, 40 or something minutes had went past by, and usually I have a link to YouTube and then it go through. So I ended up making a live one, so instantly it will go through quicker. And y'all, I wanted to tell y'all an update about that. As soon as I put it in there, it did the same thing like it usually does, where it takes less than usually 10 to 15 minutes maximum. That'll start to process so it can upload to YouTube as well. But like I said, y'all, I was like, maybe they're checking on the podcast to see if it was, suitable to put on YouTube, because I put the word Serial Challenge in there. And y'all, like I said, so y'all got 2 bonus ones yesterday on purpose. This is part 1, part 2. I ain't gonna make them another day. I'm just gonna do this here, and if I feel like it and have time, I may pre-record for tomorrow or something. Because technically, even though I did show my face in the video again this week, I did show my face in videos, because unfortunately, on Sunday, and then on, I think it was Monday or Tuesday morning, I'm trying to see which ones. I think it was Monday or next day, whatever. Yeah, I think it was the next day. I showed my face again in another live. So that's 3 for 3, basically, that I showed my face. So even though it wasn't, say, y'all, like, I doubt if anybody is. Now, I gotta give you thumbs up and give you unlimited hugs and loves if you've been following every video of this video journey. Okay, that because I was like, this is a day 114th. Okay, so, but what I'm saying is that that's 3 times I showed my face, but I didn't count those videos as a part of my video journey. Okay, I still show my face. It was just on YouTube, but I just didn't show it as a part, you know what I mean, by video journey. Like I said, it's, I'm just making up my own rules because, heck, it's my own little series. And I give thumbs up for people who are able to be consistent and make videos every day. Just like y'all, do you remember that one person, that man who's been taking pictures of himself, and he says that first 9 years, and now I heard recently that he's 20 years, and it's like he's took pictures of himself every day, and he had like an animation where you see all the pictures folded he's took in the last 20 years. I ain't doing that thumbs up, but like I said, it's only one person that I know that has created videos every day. They might be doing pre-script, I don't know, but that, like I said, is Evangelist Gabrielle. His names get confused because another person's Evangelist Hernandez. I listen to them both, but like I said, Gabriel has a video every single day, and I've been noticing the past couple years. So talk about consistency. So other than that, let's get into the topics. I first wanted to say, y'all, I just found out, and everybody was like, the Wilsons, Russell Dangerous Wilson and Sierra, Mrs. Sierra Wilsons are expecting baby number 3, bundle of joy. Isn't that great? It was a picture, you know how, and she was in the background of baby number 3 and Sierra, but it was like a distance, how it's like a creative photo to announce their baby. So that is dope, and abundant blessings and safe pregnancy, and congrats to the family. Speaking of babies and stuff got to do with future, they had on Shade Room. I had, I'm starting to save, like, bookmark certain posts on a Shade Room, whatever, right? That, the 2 women recently, like the 2 recent baby mamas, whatever, of future, how they, the DNA tests prove their siblings, and is he still ducking and dodging? He paying for trips and stuff and all this other lavish and jewelry and stuff for Lori Harvey, but isn't he still ducking and dodging and all this other stuff? These 2 women who are saying the fight, but they are siblings though, and they look, they look exactly alike. They look exactly alike, and so they are there FaceTiming so the siblings can, keep in touch with each other. I seen. By the way, y'all, I didn't know these awards were out, but I know they've been out for 11 years. But the only reason I just knew about them is because when I went to YouTube earlier, they had, said about these certain awards. I'm like, what awards are they talking about? I never heard about these awards. Okay. Jamie Foxx tells AAFCA, that's why I was saying awards, racism is real, even you're famous. So he won an award. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but I'm going to just go through the winners real quick. Okay. The Oscars is coming on February the 9th. That's also the same day, y'all, if y'all don't know, is the last day of the Power episode. The final finale, the last episode, the Power series, book 1, whatever they want to call it. Because a couple of people that I reviewed, which was understandable, some people were thinking it was going to come this week. And that's something I talked about the podcast earlier this week or sometime last week, that I said something along the lines like, I wonder if they're going to have the last episode of Power come on during the Super Bowl. Okay, even though some people may have the app and can see it Saturday, like midnight, technically, it's actually still Sunday, but you know what I mean. But still, some people, they'll come on, I think, to like 8 or something Sundays. So that's around the time where you got Super Bowl and stuff like that. So, but obviously they didn't put an announcement when they finished the episode to say the last episode was going to be February the 9th, another week break. So I don't know what that means in Real Housewives of Atlanta if they're going to be playing a new episode of that neither. But what I meant to say is that, like I said, the last episode is February 9th, 2020. Speaking of that, before I go into this as well, I didn't know, because like I said, I still wanted to go back and review the remaining of Oval, because Oval I thought both Sister and Oval has season finales or mid-season finales the same exact day. same exact day. Just like they premiered the same exact day and they're right behind each other. As far as when, they showed the shows, I first thought, y'all, that they had, it had a mid-season finale for both of them. I think it was last week or week before last. But no, y'all, I didn't know, honestly, until I looked at Really Big TV, shout out to her channel, and she did a review, and then I looked at Wikipedia. Their season finale isn't until next Wednesday. So there's more shows there's more shows in the, a couple of them in the sisters, and y'all are, it's a high, but Tyler Perry wrote it. But I'm still gonna go ahead, if I have the energy, just like I took the little strain, because even though it was sad circumstances, I'm like, I don't want to keep saying that, whatever, but I'm like, what I realized, like, certain shows, am I gonna make up for certain shows, and some of them, I'm like, you know what, just pass them along and keep going. Okay, so anyways, let me go to this article. Jamie Foxx picked up another award for his performance of Just Mercy as Marco McMillan, a black man wrongly condemned to death row for murder he did not commit. On Wednesday, Fox awarded the Best Supporting Actor in honor at the. Okay, here's the name. This is what like I said, I've seen this. This is the 11th award show for it, but I'm like, they obviously don't get a lot of recognition, or they don't get a lot of they're not really known that much. And I'm not trying to be funny. I know the AACP awards is supposed to come next month. Okay, give me y'all a second, y'all. Just a second. I don't know if y'all hear the noise in the background. Okay. But, let's see here. But I wanted to go to awards real quick because I'm like, this show needs to be recognized as well. I didn't even know it's premiere. I never even heard of this. And I'm not trying to be funny. It's just that even though a lot of these shows I don't watch, I kind of know about like these award ceremonies. But here's these awards are called African American Film Critics Association Awards in Los Angeles. And I do believe that he could recall a personal spirit of racism, so he was just talking about that. So Little Rail Howard to host the 11th annual AAFCA Awards. So I don't know, I'm not going to say this, okay, but I don't know if this already premiered on the TV, but they already got the winners and stuff. So that's what I'm saying is, well, did it come on TV? Did they just have like a award ceremony and didn't recognize it? But it needs to be recognized. Okay, but we're going to go to the awards real quick, and I'm going to keep going, but I'm like, dang, they didn't talk about this. Like I said, I know they're kind of a newer award show, but they kind of, okay. All right, here's a below list, because you got to be careful, because you go right past, and the way they got them, like, cluttered, as far as this particular article, who's these people? Deadline halves like the winners, and they're not bold-faced. I gotta be careful not to say the wrong stuff, but this is where the article, if you want JB thing, like I said, I don't know what channels it premiered on at all, personally. Okay, best film is Us. Okay, best director is Jordan Peele from because of For Us the movie. The best actor is Eddie Murphy. Dolomite Is My Name, Netflix. Best actress Lupita Nyong'o's Us for the movie Us. Best supporting actress Jamie Foxx, Just Mercy. Best supporting actress Divine Joy Randolph, Dolomite Is My Name from Netflix. Now, if y'all seen the movie, which was kind of more so like a funny biography about how Dolomite became to be, and the man, Rudy became Dolomite. I hope I'm saying his name right. Mr. Rudy became Dolomite. Even though it's rumors that actually he has a daughter that, they will talk about, but I don't know, like I said, I read a story, but that was not mentioned. But, she plays, like, basically, like in the movie, well, the character, where she did actually deserve that. But she kind of also played, like, if y'all ever seen the Dolomite movies itself, Queen Bee and stuff, then you'll understand. Like I said, so watch Dolomite. If you possibly can't see that they're a Dolomite movie, the original one, and Dolomite Is My Name, then you'll understand. Okay, but best breakout performance, Calvin Harrison Jr. I always go remember how to say that name. God's rest his soul, by ex-boyfriend who passed away. His name was that, but nobody called him that. But that's how I know to pronounce that name. For Waves, I heard about the movie. That's also under A21. I was talking about the list of their best movies to them in their order. Okay, best animated films: Abominable. Abominable. I don't know. It sounds like a movie of a snowman or something. I don't know. Best documentary: The Black Godfather. Best foreign film: Parasite. Now that's interesting, because I keep hearing about this. Okay, is this... Now they got down here, Best Parasite Neon. Is this a tie? Y'all, if y'all seen this article, y'all will understand the way it's kind of all together. There's not a space between the winners, nominees, anything. There's no boldface. And it says Atlantic's Netflix. I don't know if that means a tie between them. It's not... Work with me here. Okay, the best independent film, The Last Black Man in San Francisco. So this is also A24, a directed film or produced film. I don't, Okay. Best screenplay presented with The Blacklist. Bong Joon-ho, Parasite. Oh, okay. Impact Award, Queen and Slim, Universal Awards. When we see you award, Taylor Russell. That's also Person Waves, A24. Okay. Those are interesting awards, and they also got, like I said, Parasite. As the winner a couple awards, so I just wanted to put that in there real quick. Like I said, I don't know if they had this go forward, because I don't, how long the award was these, but that they should get more, be more out there. I can't get the word tongue twister. Be more out there, as far as getting more recognition about those particular awards. Okay, so anyway, congrats to all the winners. Okay. Now, I have a couple things I wanted to talk about. How many minutes I got? Because I don't want to be up there going overboard. Of course, I'm going to go to the gram and go to my little savings things about things I wanted to talk about. My little post, my little save tags thing. Okay. Okay, reload. Oh, by the way, y'all, I seen, but I ain't going to lie, I didn't see all of it. Now, there was a K Michelle or K was on actually with Wendy Williams today talking. So I seen a little part of it, and the little part was that she was discussing about having this new show to help women, to remove like botched plastic surgery, and she was talking about she also has a new album called All Monsters Are Human. She was like, it's all 80s R&B. And she was just saying, she's moved, as far as right now, Kate Michelle at the moment lives in Miami, and she's cool and hangs out with Trina. And, Wendy, so you didn't say anything bad about Jocelyn, but she was like, that's not one of her favorite people that she wants to be around. And then she's been going 3 years going with this dentist. I don't know. I didn't go to the part, and I'm just being honest with y'all, for the part I've seen. I don't know whether or not she's still looking for a surrogate or what's going on with that. Like I said, I seen only part of this. I'm just going by what I've seen. And also, yeah, we're going to start from the bottom there. And also, she was saying something about when she got the surgeries originally done and stuff like that. She was like, she went to the top doctor, had to go to the pump, whatever. But since she was like, a lot of your famous people have went there. Your famous people you expect went there. And so she was just talking a little bit about that, about the show to help me, because she said, because insurance companies don't cover this, so it took her $300,000 to go with this surgery, as far as removing, the access of the surgery of getting, this butt enhancement and so forth. And she was like, just, the show is to help women, with this show, so forth. So that would be pretty interesting, y'all. Will y'all be watching K Michelle's song? And since K Michelle has a new album out, are y'all planning on listening to it or streaming it from your platforms? Okay. Okay. By the way, that same guy, Ari. Now, there's been a couple of things talking about that comedian that had that comment, Sharfir, whatever his name is. Now, it was interesting. Two things I seen. You know, the comedian Godfrey was talking about it, and he was like, he even texted him. He had exes where he was able to text him like, "What the fuck? But what you doing? Whatever." And he's trying to justify, well, he makes fun of celebrity deaths all the time or stuff like that. And it's kind of like, what? But anyway, he let him know, like, that was a big mistake in How Cold Love. He basically like, you know what? Whatever you gonna get to you, you gonna get to you, coming to you. And he was like, basically like, so both somebody will kick your ass, that's their business, okay? And Gary Olsen also has something. Also, looks like the guy, Mr. Joseph. They look like they could be played brothers on, brothers. It don't have to be exactly power, but um, he was saying something like, also he was pissed as well, and he thought about like giving, but he's just like, man, you need to dish an apology. He still, of course, he wasn't sitting here trying to make or put it under the rug, under the rug about this man's behavior, so both of them had said something about to come about this asshole. So this comedian is starting to get multiple death threats. And if you look at the Savory Show's Instagram, I can't get into, because the way sometimes he words and comments, I can't even say anything. But I will say this: because of this, Seraphim has been dropped from his talent agency, struggling to find work due to the fact that every club he's trying to book is being bombarded, with mob threats. So anyway, he needs to keep that same energy, like, you comfortable talking about mimicking people's death, whatever, for fun, a comedian belief, and it's like, what the fuck? Alright, so he said the comments about making fun about Stephen because predominantly about saying the Kobe being raped. I'm like, if he was a different color, if you know what I mean, would this be an issue or keep being brought up? That's all I got to say. And here's the guy, Mecca Brooks. If y'all seen Fall for Grace, I'm sorry, ass shape bitch needs to be. He said about needs to be a challenge. Oh my gosh! But it was like, a testimony, and I mean, it's still a very nice picture of him because he's a very attractive. Fine. Okay, anyway, going through old pics, reflecting on life. I'm blessed. I've been blessed and always will be. It's in your perspective. I had hard times I thought would fucking break me, but they didn't. They taught me lessons, made me stronger, and eventually I was able to thank God and the universe for those experiences. This was taken in 2011. I was hit by a car and went into a coma later that year and had to learn to read on the job. But it is one of the things in my life that made me But this is one of the things in my life that made me a fucking beast. It made me hungrier. It made me know I don't have any limitations, and no matter what I am getting right, the pluck back up until the day I don't. Keep living, keep loving, and keep your perspective on the horizon. Love y'all. Just a kid from Austin. Okay. He sure got a nice car, that's about. I just wanted to say about testimony. Now, did y'all hear about Ariel Clary, the same one who, called to put, got, with the sister wife, the hair, sex, just all this other hot ass mess, whatever, right? And, so, the first thing I want to talk about, I honestly forgot to save it, because I was just so, disgusted to even put it to save it as to talk about today, in a future podcast, whatever, or video, another video. Y'all, now she up here is singing. Now, the girl has talent, even though she claimed her Jocelyn, whatever her name is, Savage, didn't want to, pursue singing all of a sudden, in the interview. She was singing. Now, the girl is young lady is very talented. Here's the thing. When she sang the song, y'all hearing the chorus, this is actually Beyonce on the first solo album, Dangerously Love, I think. It's the song, you got me, I think. No, it's not, yes. Speechless, I think. Okay. But it's pretty weird about a song called Speechless, And the song is not about. She says she's dedicating to Kobe, and like I said, I had to turn off because somebody was like, "What the hell is this damn song?" She could sing, but this is not the right song. She's dedicating the song to them passing. She's singing everything, but it's like here she's singing a song that is like being sexually attracted, speechless, and I forgot the song. It's been a minute, and talking about having sex, getting nasty, little nasty, freak nasty, okay? And you sitting here dedicating to something. I was like, I'm done. I'm done for today. I'm done. So that's already one house. Now today, even when she's talking, it's like she's talking too calmly. She need, like I said, she needs intense therapy, blah blah blah. So there's a couple of Instagram pages that are talking about, like for example, right now, of course, I got it on mute. The Green Live TV Livecast.com. That's their whole name. Okay, R. Kelly's ex-sister wife Ezra Kelly sat down with an exclusive interview with The Sun and opened up about her experience with the Shame R&B singer. Says he controlled everything from how she dressed to what she did and beat her. Claire also says Claire forced others to be filmed molesting their younger siblings. A rep from Kelly denied R. Claire's allegations, swipe left, so she's like, brace her silence. Then she said he beat me with a size 12 Air Force One. Has people on camera molesting their siblings. Okay. And then she's just talking. I thought they were going to have like more. And I just was like, it's just really sad. I hope she's doing this really in terms like to notify to get out of it that she was a survivor of this, a survivor of the situation, and move forward to help other people, women, or people who may be in a domestic violence area, and just not that she's doing this just only for gain and looking at where it makes it seem like it's a clout situation. Okay, and hopefully don't allow also Jocelyn Jay Savage, she also will realize that, because the thing is, he is behind bars, and I think isn't his Mr. Kellz trial, I think, a couple of things supposed to start this, a couple months and later down the line, so we'll see from that. So anyways, let's get, John Queese, who formerly said last year is the queen and king. Ooh, I did not mean to say the key word, the king of R&B. And there is, if you love me, put blood in it. And somebody got a tattoo which looks like a combination of, I'm not trying to lie, the clown alien from It ain't just a good job because he got lifted up in somebody's back with the tattoo. Look at here. That's dedication, but what is the benefit of you getting tattooed? I mean, so there are people who got like people like from Michael Jackson to Kobe and stuff like that, but it's like, I'm just saying, like, once you get a nice picture and the lady's face ain't shown, and he's lifting on the back of her shirt so you can see the tattoo. So what you know what I mean? So what is going to, do you get like VIP for the rest of his songs? Do you get like free access? What is that? That's, I'm just saying, like, I want to show you I got this tattoo of it to get tattooed back, oh gosh. Okay. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to sit there and say, like, to question people if they sit there and like celebrities and get tattoos of the, people, celebrities that they like or whatever, in some rare cases actually worship. I mean, to each his own. I just ain't gonna do it, but I'm just saying. Well, I mean, did he say it was King R&B still? Okay. Oh yeah, Team Collection King of R&B tour. There actually is an R&B tour. I'll get to that in a minute. Okay. Positive Angels. Ellen I don't know why I'm getting her tongue twisted. I cannot see no D word. Okay. Ellen. Okay. Ellen awards DeAndre Arnold, the Texas teen who refused to cut his dreadlocks, a $20,000 scholarship. Now, it's controversial that I haven't talked about this because, like I said, there was a lot of stuff that happened this weekend, unfortunately. So, Ellen DeGeneres, I'm saying her name wrong, awarded DeAndre Arnold, the Texas teen who was told to cut his dreadlocks or else he wouldn't be able to walk during his graduation ceremony. A $20,000 scholarship. Now that is a damn shame that we still have to deal with the issues of like hair. It is, unless he has done something so horrific or something like that in terms of his actions that put people in harm's way, vandalized or something, something like that, or whatever, he's not allowed because he's keeping his long hair and locks and will not go across the stage. Again, it's controlled about people wearing their hair a certain way and, especially a natural state, okay, which is ridiculous. And why is he not allowed long hair? I mean, if they want, I don't know if it's a private or public school, but remember Jesus? There was a lot of men back in the day, before AD and BC, who were based on art, and even art that's like like say in caves or in your students, whatever. Even though whether it was wigs or not, a lot of them had long hair. You know what I mean? It wasn't like all men had bought. Some of them do, some they didn't. But like I said, while appearing on the Aaron DeGeneres show, Arnold stated, "Every day I will go to school, I will be in dress code." But the thing with them, because he's obviously was on the Ellen show, the locks, is if it was let down, it would be out of dress code. That's a darn shame. After Ellen asked, where there are girls with long hair, the senior stated, "There's plenty of girls with long hair at any school. Like if girls can have long hair, why can't I have long hair?" Dog show host replied, and I mean that's dope. That is so dope. And I mean that, like I said, that's awesome. I'm not about to go to Shade Room website. I'm just keeping it real. Okay. Now, the NFL commissioner, Roger Goodell, confirmed Super Bowl. What is it? I don't know what number it will host with a tribute. Okay. Interesting. With a tribute, and added he had the opportunity to meet him. So, are some people going to watch the Super Bowl just to see, the tribute for the passing of Kobe Bryant? Okay. D.C. police officially announced they would no longer handcuff any children under 12. Many were outraged last year when a 9-year-old boy from Washington D.C. was chased down by police and handcuffed for leaning on a police car. Okay, oh my gosh. Following in black backlash of that incident, as well as similar instances involving minors, D.C. police have announced they no longer will handcuff children. I mean, actually, children 12 above is still children, but that's like the same on YouTube. They'll say like 13. Okay, never mind. Multiple videos have surfaced online of DC police handcuffing, manhandling young children, despite outrage from local residents and those across the country. Apparently, after realizing how damaging the criticism has been, and hopefully because they realized it was wrong, there will be significant change made in the police department. Faculty reports no children under the age of 12 will be handcuffed in D.C. moving forward. The official announcement was made earlier this week and featured a packet that outlined new protocol with images of black children police officers. The new incentive is named Interacting with Juveniles. In addition to prohibiting handcuffing minors unless juvenile presents a danger to themselves or others, it also allows and offers discretion in regard. Okay. Right. But it needs to be just there, period. And I forgot to mention when I was talking about the Delonte West situation, I've heard like more information. Unfortunately, he's been homeless ever since 2016. And I was just like so distraught by the video. I didn't realize that actually I don't know if he's administrative leave or what has occurred, but actually it was a police officer that recorded and uploaded this man in this condition. Like, oh my gosh, like I said, some of these people who be doing anything for clout, whatever. Like, what was the purpose of doing that? This man, and like I said, I was like, maybe they changed the rules, but usually people say if the police had to be involved and say escort somebody to a mental health hospital, if they're saying having a mental health breakdown, whether they done something to themselves or, the possibility of done themselves to somebody else when they're having a mental breakdown, usually they had to be taken to police due to mental health. Usually sometimes if they're going to handcuff, it's usually used to be in the front. So I'm surprised where they had rights knowing that this man, his mental health breakdown, but it's like that was uncalled for. Now, y'all, I did actually watch the 3 mini part series documentary about Aaron Hernandez, and they kind of like, just to say real quick, to me, y'all, it kind of like, still, unfortunately, but yeah, you got a background about his background story. They were saying allegedly that he was either bisexual or DL or stuff like that, and like one of his teammates slash buddies or friends with benefits was talking, and somebody else, and how he kind of started a background when, even though his father passed, even though he grieved, his father was also a very violent person. And how he was with high school with a childhood sweetheart. But what was crazy, girl, I didn't know all this went down, okay, was the person he found was able to kill was actually his former fiance's sister's man. Okay, and there's no connection about this. Like, it's like, okay, it was a documentary and there's 3 parts, but y'all, to a certain extent, it still kind of like had a lot of questions. And allegedly, he shot at least 2 other people. Just whatever. And but like I said, they brought about the CT. I could have sworn in the third part a little bit about probably was high levels of that condition, which mess with your brain and dementia, all these like sound effects, and has you sometimes do certain stuff. But I remember, got mad and punched somebody because he didn't want to pay nothing at the club or something like that. Like, he had major into issues and stuff like that, and let's be real, evilness is a lot of things, but one of the things that's recently his former ex-fiance had said about which Shania Jenkins, and I'm going to go to an article real quick after this and then go back to the stage. Shania Jenkins addressed a Netflix documentary. She did an interview with ABC News exclusive about Aaron Hernandez and sexual. And then she said you can't describe someone's sexuality without them being there, something like that. But okay, there's again another shame and crime. Roommates, we all have learned about the Patriots star player Aaron Hernandez alleged involvement in 3 murders a few years ago that sent shockwaves across the country. Later, the same shock will return once news broke that he had taken his life while incarcerated. Since passing, Netflix has released a documentary called "Killer Inside the Mind of Aaron Hernandez," where they detail his childhood struggles, and also they said that his brother had said allegedly that he was sexually abused one time, and a tragic tragedy his life was on. After the release of docuseries, many people on social media were set with a particular fixation on Aaron Hernandez's sexuality. Though it was never confirmed by him nor his family, Netflix incorporated personal testimonies of men who allegedly they had sexual encounters with Aaron throughout his life. Aaron's former fiance, Shadow, who remained by his side during his trial, spoke to Good Morning America about the docuseries and addressed the implications of Aaron's sexuality, saying you can't describe someone sexually without them being there. When asked if she wanted to comment on whether Aaron whether Aaron may have been bisexual or gay, she said if he did fit, I wish he would have. I know she wish he would have said something, because she would have not. She still would be understandable about it and wouldn't love him differently. And that's what she said. I would not have loved him differently, she said. Okay, because they have one daughter together, and he actually had gotten arrested around the time. Now, I'm just going to go real quick about the update about her real quick, and let me look at the time, because I'm not going to sit there. Okay, I got 5 minutes, y'all. It looked like I'm going to have to say whatever else I was going to talk about later on. But, okay. Give me a second. I need to get, like, intro music. Or something. Not intro, like in between. Okay. Where is Shania Rodriguez? Give me a second. It's loading up. Now, on Oxygen.com, called True Crime Buzz, where is Shania Jenkins, the former fiance of Aaron Hernandez, now? Okay, this was January 15, 2020, 2:12 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay, and who's this by? L.A. Vander Hayden. Okay, let me go in. Let me see if I'm able to go real quick with this. Okay, now, alright, I'm about to see, can I speed read it if I'm not? Okay, alright, 2013, okay, Okay, wait, before the disgraced NBL star was sentenced to life in prison, Jenkins and Hernandez planned to get married in California, a ceremony. In 2013, Shania Jenkins was thrust into the media spotlight following the arrest of her former fiance, New England Patriots tight end, Andy Hernandez. Hernandez has been charged with the murder of Odin Lloyd, a semi-professional football player who was dating Jenkins' sister, Shania Jenkins. When Shania stood by Hernandez and attended the trial with his relatives, Shania took the side of Lloyd's family, causing a major rift between the sisters and leaving them estranged. Yeah, I seen that too. During an interview with Aaron, Hernandez uncovered streaming out on Oxygen. They got to plug their stuff in. Shania described why she chose the former NFL superstar over her own family. This is someone you love, and you think about your future and what's happening, she said. I wasn't going to let him experience it alone. I was going to stick by his side every step of the way. But also your sister... Okay, never mind. Shania and Hernandez met and began dating while attending Bristol Central High School in Connecticut. Although they broke up when he went to play for the Gators at the University of Florida, they rekindled their relationship after he was drafted by the New England Patriots. Shania gave birth to their daughter, Abigail Hernandez, just a few months before his arrest on November the 6th, 2012, which is also Hernandez's birthday. Ain't that something? The couple planned on getting married to 2014 in the California summer, but that day never came. Hernandez was first... Remember I was talking about the landlines? Hernandez was first found guilty of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison while the possibility parole in 2015. The same year, she had changed her last name, because I know she said her last name was legally changed. I'm like, I thought they didn't get married. Like changing the name is going to help with her getting certain benefits. Okay, anyway, that same year, she had changed her last name. Okay, let me repeat this again. Y'all didn't hear this. Hernandez found guilty of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison, while the possibility of parole in 2015. That same year, she had changed her name legally to Jenkins Hernandez so she could have the same last name as available reported by the Halford Courant. Hernandez later went to trial for a separate murder case, the 2012 double homicide of I don't know why I cut off, and Daniel De Urbu, and Shania was the only person who showed up during his first week of court. On April 2017, Hernandez was acquitted of the murder charges, and 5 days later, he still was serving a sentence for that Oren person, which they were even cool with each other, stuff like that. Okay. The 27-year-old was found hanging from a bed sheet in his prison cell. He left Shania a suicide note along with two others addressed to Avell and his defense attorney, Joe is writing, "You always have been my soulmate. I want you to live life and know that I'm always with you." Following Hernandez's steps, Shania sat down for an interview with Dr. Phil and said in her final conversation with him, he sounded upbeat. I felt like we were looking so bright. We were going up a ladder to a positive direction, Shania said. Our last talk had nothing to do with suicidal thoughts. That's one of the things also signs to y'all, that sometimes a person can be too upbeat. Okay, that doesn't mean even if a person has sometimes depression that can throw people off, you think the first sign is always depression if somebody is suicidal or unfortunately commits it. Several rumors about Hernandez's sexuality circulated after suicide. Shania denied him on Dr. Phil, saying that she asked if it was true that he was gay, and Hernandez told her that it wasn't. I had no indication or any feeling that he was gay. Shania continued to report to CNN, "I don't know where this came from." Speaking to Hernandez on the cover, Shania said that when she discussed Hernandez's situation with Bez, it was very hard because I was confused, and I still kind of am. When you feel like you kind of had it all with all that one individual, it's just something that took years to build. Now it's completely breakdown, she said. But I would not want him to go through anything by himself. I was the only thing he had. Hurt or not, I was hurt, and I had to fight through it. Yeah, because I know he had a tense relationship with his mom. The mom ended up with the cousin. End up with the cousin, whatever. End up with the cousins. husband, the cousin died because that was the one who had like Hernandez back, whatever, like hiding the car and all this other stuff. It was just a mess. Now, as far as the future, now she sold their home. They had 2 lawsuits. She had her second daughter. Actually, I think in 2008, Gillespie, with Providence amateur fighter, and just cut it off. Dino something to rate. Okay, she has a full haze, but she's happy with it. And, 2 separate lawsuits were filed against the state Aaron Hernandez by the families of Lloyd and Durden Frederick. Both were settled because she sold in 2007 the mansion. So anyway, y'all, what do y'all think? Anyway, hugs and loves, y'all. God bless. I will see y'all in the next podcast.